Welcome to Focus on B, the video series where I spent about, well, in this case, actually, it'll be only about 10 or so minutes talking about a game that I've got some thoughts on, except that, okay, well, you know how I wouldn't call myself like a massive content creator in terms of my influence on the system, on the platform, right? Typically, only those guys get review codes for games. Well, actually, I was provided very early access to this game right here. It's called Overdis. It's a 2D platformer released, well, it's actually gonna be released real soon. And you know how I got access to it? Because the guy I work with, we're actually really good friends. I know him personally. In fact, he's me. I made this game. That's right. I sat down and for about, well, it only took me a few days to really figure out how to, like, well, basically do, where's my script? Where's scripts? There it is. To basically figure out how to make a character move around in Godot. This right here, these are my bottomless pits because I am really good at this and I know how to do it correctly. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Anyway, and so I figured out how to do all this stuff. Yeah. It's not actually as complicated as it looks. Really, just a bunch of variables that tell you whether or not he's doing something, and then you bada boom, bada bing, go into the level, and you start to play. You hit F6, and, I mean, no, when you guys download the game, it's just going to be two files. You're going to need the EXE and the PCK, which contains more stuff. And there you go. See, when you die, he respawns. And how long does this take me to develop overall? I'd say about maybe a month, but even then, that's including me, you know, having stuff to do outside of this and also being lazy as shit. But in reality, honestly, someone who actually takes this seriously could probably knock a game out like this in 2 days, you know what I mean? Like one day on the level design, the other day on the graphics and sound, you know what I mean? It doesn't really take that much time to do, hence why I'm just releasing this as a free game. You can just download it, because, like, come on, like, who am I kidding? Really? Making people pay for a game like this? Like, come on. No. Also, I made him bop his head to the music, but only on the second level, because that was the first. As we all know, you never make the first level first. That's like one of the later ones you make. Well, in my case, yeah, so what I did was I made the first level I made actually the second level of the game. Other than that, though, as you can see, all the assets here were made, well, they kind of look like Minecraft assets, but they were all hand done by me, like everything here. So I didn't just rip stuff from other I'm probably going to be doing that for games depending on the art style, but I will be heavily modifying them to make them fit the art style. Like, I've got this other thing planned, like this top-down game that I might do, where it has like an N64 sort of look, and the way I'm doing it is just going on Google Images, taking a random image, doesn't matter the resolution, and then making it even lower resolution, and then blowing it back up with bilinear filtering, and it gets that N64 look. Also, okay, this is going to be a neat little bonus to those who actually watch this video. That's how you get the coin. I put a teleporter there, so you can grab the coin. I made it obvious, though, because there's a tiny little difference in the shade of color. As you can see right here, if I go over here, look, there's it's pretty obvious by the way that it colors the background. And also, I spent a lot of time getting the parallax just right on all these backgrounds because I'm a huge sucker for really cool parallaxing, you know, like just making it look 3D. It's just, oh man, it's such a simple illusion. Oh fuck, I keep forgetting. I put a little bit of def over there. I'm basically, because I realized that it's going to be pretty hard to make this all that challenging, especially when you have an overpowered air dash, I just put a bunch of def blocks. Because you can't just do this. Yeah, I realized it's a bit of a design oversight, and maybe, now that I'm recording this, maybe before I... And there he goes. Maybe I should increase that. Yeah, I might have to redo that part. That's okay. I mean, compiling this game takes like 2 seconds. It's like 40 megabytes or something. It's really small. Let's check out a different level. This right here was the first level I ever created for this game. What the fuck? Why is... Oh, yeah, he's over here. Of course. This was a little test area I used in order to figure out how I want, like, things to work. And originally I was going to have, like, moving platforms, and I realized... That's boring. Like, moving platforms are fucking boring for platformers, or at least horizontally moving platforms. I do have, like, 1 or 2 vertically moving ones, which I use, like, a follow path for them. That took... Actually, that animation right there with the coin, it didn't take that long. Yeah, I just made some different versions of it, animated it in Vegas, and then did the thing. Fun fact, this particular piece of music actually started out as just me practicing in Ableton. It was, I called it ripping off Vector Man, because I thought that I wanted to write something that kind of sounded like Vector Man. As you can hear, it doesn't sound anything like Vector Man, but still. And you can totally tell this was the first level I made, because it's a little bit more, doesn't have much of a concept. I think I was going for a I was going for like an industrial theme with this game. Every level in this game has something industrial in it, to an extent. Not a lot of nature. Like the final one's gonna be like an aquatic base. I don't want to like actually show it right now in the video. I want you guys to actually, even though I'm pretty sure I showed it in one of the screenshots. That's true. I got these falling platforms, which are actually just rigid bodies. You know how I configured these? It's actually pretty simple. What I did was, there you go. I just have a rigid body that has an area 2D on top that detects whether or not it's been touched, and when it gets touched, it waits a couple seconds, and then it triggers the gravity, and it falls, and then it goes away. So that's pretty simple, and that's essentially... I tried to use the simplest possible method for everything you could possibly make in a video game. You know, I didn't... That's the thing I love about Godot, actually, after using it for a few weeks, that it's very logical in its level of complexity for everything. So if you want to make something real simple, it's going to be real simple to make. If you want to make something a little more elaborate, you're going to have to put a little more work in. It's not like some other software where something simple is annoying and difficult just because that actually makes something more complicated easier, or the other way around, which, you know, a piece of software that takes a ton of shortcuts to make the simple stuff even simpler, but makes the complicated stuff impossible, you know? Yeah, so by the time you're seeing this, I will probably have updated the executable on the page because, oh, fuck me, okay, we're catching a lot of nice little bugs that I'm gonna fix. That's good. That's good. Keep that in mind. So what was the section that I have to fix? Let's go over here. I think it was, yeah. Wow, that is such a... Well, I'm going to show you how it's done. Basically, I first go... it's off to the side. You're not going to see the nodes that I have, but I have a bunch of nodes. And basically, I go ahead and go into def. I have a def node. There it is. And then, okay, let me actually... There you go. Now you should be able to see that. These are all my def nodes. So now I'm just going to go through all of the collisions and just figure out, okay, which one of these... It must be one of these over here. Let's see. Just go through all of them. I need to move this over here so I can actually see what I'm doing. Nope, nope, nope. It's not that one, not that one. You can double click on them to teleport directly to them. Aha, def. Okay, so it's one of these. It's this one. Okay, cool. And it seems to be independent, so I can just go like this, stretch it out. So now the player, if they fall down there, they won't fall through the map. And now I can just add some more blocks, some more def blocks, and there we go. That's it. That's all it takes. Really simple. There's a lot of high-level stuff, and by high-level I mean it's like not as complicated, because that's kind of how, when you say high-level development, what that really means is it's actually on a lower level of complexity, if that makes sense. A lower level means it's like more into the engine and more difficult, and I have no idea what's going on. But listen, if I can make a game, the most see, look at that, most incompetent person on the entire planet, than anyone can. I mean, look, I did this. Oh, fuck, I should probably fix that as well. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me go ahead and go here. Basically, you're watching me bug fix the game after I actually have already released it on itch, but no one's going to have seen it because I haven't made a video on it. But, you know, now it's going to be a little more polished after I've posted the video, when people actually go in, at least a few people go ahead and download it, because... I hope some of you guys check it out. It's not like, it's only 5 stages, but I just realized if I sit down and try and make a bunch of levels, I'm never going to fucking finish the game. I'm never going to have anything done. I'm going to end up Duke Nukem Forevering it. So I just thought, fuck it. Let's just make 5 levels, real simple, and that's pretty much it. Let me go back and fix that other problem that I found in this level, where did we have a little bit of an oversight, where you could basically just fly over the whole map. I think it was... Let me see. So you jump like this, jump over here, blah, 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 jump over here. And then, no, this isn't the bit. You get killed here. So you jump over here, jump. You can't go here. I think I went, okay, it was past this section. And then I went over here, and there you go. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick the correct block. And there you go, like that. So the player can't just fly on over. And now we're going to have to re-export that. I'm not going to show too much else. That's pretty much the game so far. It's, again, as you can probably see up here's levels. I'm not going to show you those levels, though, even though there are screenshots, but still. You got some cool level gimmicks that I've implemented, some different gravity stuff, and yeah, I hope you just have a fun few minutes with it. It's not super long. Again, it's like every level takes about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. I had a really good time working on the soundtrack. The visuals are a bit of a bitch to do, but still, that is just Google Images, by the way. I just edited the colors to make it look a little bit... You won't be able to tell, though, when you're actually in the level, and again, it has that parallax effect to make it look like it's really far away. It's really cool. So anyway, yeah, this is Over This. It's on PC only, unless I can figure out how to make a fucking PS1 version. That'd be fun, but let's not do that. So this is Over This. This has been Focus on B, the video series where I would typically spend 20 minutes, this time only 10 minutes, in this case actually looking into the making of a game that I made. This isn't usually how this series goes. I just wanted to use this to promote the game a little bit. So I'll see you guys next time. This has been Over This 2025, I guess, PC. See you guys next time.